Hi everyone, it's Laura here. I'm just checking to see if I'm live. Yes, we are. And I've changed my background a bit. Well, now I've lost it. There we are. Just let me know if you're watching. I know I'm on live and you've probably got a few seconds delay. So we'll wait a few minutes for people to come on. I did change the background. I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad idea. I've got a little bit of reflection from my lights here. So next live, I shall go back to having my white background, I think. Just wait for a few people to come on so that I'm not talking to myself. I know there is a delay because what I'm seeing now is way back when I first started to talk. Just let me know if you're watching and where you're from. I'll introduce myself again. My name is Laura and I'm admin for this group. Not too many coming on this morning by the looks, but I shall wait. I'm very patient. Except when it comes to my hubby, who you ask him to do something and meanwhile an hour later he's still sitting there not doing it. Say hello if you're watching. I'll just refresh. Hello Jenny from West Virginia. Hello Sophia. Nice to have you on. And Louise from East Coast of the US in Maryland. Thanks for watching. Everyone's coming on now. I don't know how long the delay is. Hello, Alice from Ontario in California. I love to see where people are from. Yes, it may take a little while to kick in. Kat Farrell, Catherine or Kat, I'm not sure what your full name is. Someone told, I've got a message from my sister-in-law, but that's okay. I shall look. Oh, she's sending photos now. Hello, Annette. Oh, Barb, stop sending photos. I'll have a look at them later. Excuse all the dings. She doesn't know I do live videos on a Saturday, and she's sending one at a time. She's not very conversant with Facebook, and she's sending one photo at a time. Excuse all the dings. I'll get back to her later. Hi, Annette. I've already said hello to Annette. We've got a busy week coming up. Well, not so busy because I'm prepped. Actually, someone said to me, I had a neighbour come over the other day and she wanted me to punch out some little Christmases and stars and trees and stuff for her. She's doing a church group and she wanted a whole pile of little stuff punched out. I've never done anything for her before, and I was showing all the retreat stuff. We've got the retreat, my retreat and Annette's retreat coming up next weekend, and everything's ready because I showed her all the stuff. And yes, Barb. Yes, and she said, oh, you'll be busy all week, and I said no. I said I'm prepped, everything's prepped. Actually, we're getting our roof restored. They've already came on the wet day, which was Thursday, and they did the clean, and they're coming back Monday to do the painting, so that will be nice. Good morning, Amanda from Melbourne, and Colleen, good morning. Carol from Adelaide, hello. Lots of people coming on now. Yes, so I'm so excited because they said 6 to 8 weeks and it's nowhere near that. And some delivery bloke dropped off the paint yesterday because we're changing the colour of the roof. Good morning, Gemma. Carol's from Adelaide. I've said hello. Happy Saturday. Yes, it is a nice Saturday. I'm going to a card class this afternoon, someone else's class that they do all the prepping. So it's nice to get out and not have to do my own prepping, although I do love it. Annette's coming with me this time, so we're going to have a fun afternoon. Good morning, Diane from Gladstone, Nice to have you on. Good morning, Marion, sorry, beg your pardon. My glasses, another story about my glasses. I went shopping yesterday morning and I had my glasses in the case on the seat of the car, and I got out of the car and I put the glasses in my handbag at the side. And when I got in, well, I thought I had, and when I got into the shops, I don't need them for reading because I can read my own writing, but I do need them if I've got to read labels or something. And I went to get my glasses out of my bag and they weren't there, and I thought, oh, well, I didn't put them in my bag, I've left them in the car, so I didn't take any notice, kept doing my shopping, came back, and there was a little Asian lady that had just parked next to me, and I've got, I haven't got it here with me, my case has got yellow daffodils all over it, and it's yellow and black, so it stands out a mile. And I saw this woman walk across to me and she said, this wouldn't happen to be your glasses, would they? And I said, yes, they are. And I didn't know how she got them. And apparently they were on the ground just at the door of my car. So I think instead of me slotting them down into my bag, which is over my shoulder, they'd gone to the ground. And I don't know whether I stood on them or someone stood on them. When I got home, I went to use them, and one lens has got big cracks all through it. The frame was all out of shape. And so I rang the optometrist and up I go there. But at the moment, I've just got magnifying glasses because I go next month to see if I can get my cataracts fixed. So I don't need glasses at all. So long story. Now Laura's got makeshift glasses until we can see what happens with these. Hello, Helen from Caboolture, and Carmel, good morning. And Marion from Perth. Oh, lots of Australians on today. All this, oh, Perth doesn't have daylight saving and we don't have daylight saving. Everyone else in Australia does daylight saving. I don't think, I'm not sure, I don't think Northern Territory does. I did put a little map thing up the other day, so I'm not sure who else has daylight saving. I wish we did in Queensland, but some people don't agree. But anyway, we shall get started. We've got lots of ladies on. Now, if you're prepping, if you've prepped and you're crafting along with me, very simple card today. It looks like that when it's folded out. It does measure 6 by almost 4 inches in width when it's folded up. So you probably, I think you can get it in a standard envelope. You could always cut it back to a shorter one if you wish. Just make your base and your mats 1/4 of an inch shorter. But it did measure 6 inches in height. But I think that will still fit in a standard envelope. So that's what we're doing today. And this is the measurements for the card that I'm doing. I'm doing it in a different pattern altogether. On my YouTube videos, I always do a different card to my sample. And one lady commented, a few months ago now, why don't I do the same card as what my sample is? Well, I use my cards, I either donate or I use them for my personal use, and I really don't want 2 of the same card. So when I do my measurements up, it doesn't give you colours or what paper to use or anything. It just gives you the base measurements so you can choose yourself what colour and what paper you want to do. That's why I don't put colours and all in here. A lot of them, when they do the PDF, they've written down exactly what colours and what paper and everything that they've used. But I feel you can just use whatever you like. So, good morning, Jane from the UK. It must be late over there for you. I know it's in the early morning, I think. Pretty sure it is. I know the US is late at night. Good morning, Carol from sunny Melbourne. Yes, it's sunny here too. Beautiful day today. Now, our base measurement here is 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. I've chosen very vanilla for this one. And then we have our mats. We've got 5 5/8 by 1 1/2, and there's 2 of those. That's those. These measurements went up on Wednesday and they're now pinned into the featured tab. So if you need them again, you can hop in there, or you can take a screenshot of this if you wish. But all the full PDF will be in the files tab after I'm finished the video today. Then we've got 5 5/8 by 7/8. There's 2 of those, and I've embossed those with the Fern embossing folder. I don't know if you can see the nice detail on that. It just gives it a little bit of a detail. And then we've got 5 5/8 by 2 1/4, and there's 2 of those, same colour as the other mats. And then our patterned paper, we've got 5 3/8 by 1 1/4. There's 2 of those. They're going on the side panels. This paper is from Seasons of Green and Gold Designer Series paper. It's all Stampin' Up products. So if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator or you know of Stampin' Up, Korean, 7 p.m. Central Time in Texas. Yes, I know it's evening in Texas, early evening or mid-evening, but in UK I think it's early in the morning. This piece here, which is going in my center panel, this one here, 5 3/8 by 2 inches, that's that one. And then my back panel, which is back here where you can write your own little message, that measures 5 3/8 by 2 inches as well. And then I've got some greeting and some decorations. But these sizes here for your greeting and your mat for your greeting, they can be whatever size you choose. This one here is, the die is from these, and I'm using these round dies for the next one, but the dies on this one are from the Thoughtful Expressions dies. So that's that one. This DSP is from Sentimental Christmas, which is in the mini catalogue at the moment. And I use the Sentimental Wishes bundle for the greetings as well, that and that. So that's those. The colours in those are Crushed Curry and Pretty Peacock for the colours. That's in case you want to copy the same one. So we shall get started. The greeting on this one that I'm doing now, it's from this Decorative Trees. That's that one there. And the little swirly decoration bit there is from the same. And my greeting on the front, which is A Very Merry Christmas, is that one there. So that's all out of that set there. And I've got some other little bits that are cut out. So we shall move that aside. And we shall get started. There's only one little bit of scoring, so it's quite easy today. Now, if you're watching and you're going to do the card later, make sure you post it in the group, because I love seeing everyone's interpretation of the cards. So take a photo and pop it up in the group. Try not to attach it to someone else's post, because you can only attach one photo in. If you create your own post, you can select several layouts of your card or photos of your card. If you post into someone else's feed, you can only put one photo, and not everyone will see it in that feed because it gets lost in someone else's feed. No one goes back and looks again in the feed. So if you're posting, create your own post and share it. Post it up from there. Just a little hint. And you can put as many photos as you like in that one post. So on this one, we're going to score at 1 3/4. This is your main base piece. 1 3/4 and 2 7/8, which is that one there. And as I always do, if the measurements are the same on both sides, I rotate it at 180 degrees and I do the same. So we're going to go 1 3/4, which is there, and 2 7/8. If it's a different measurement to the other end, on the other end, you can't do that. You'll have to go all the way across, there, and there, all the way across. But if you've got same width of columns on each side, rotate it 180. That way you get a perfect score, and you know they're going to be even on both sides. We'll put that away. Now the two inside, you've got these score lines here. These two inside ones are coming up to mountain fold. So flip it over, and we're going to burnish that with our folder. Good evening from Canada, Joyce. Hello. And the other inside one into a mountain fold. So that's those two in the center. And then this outside ones, they come across into valley folds. And that this fold is called a centre panel pop-out card. So these are belly folds, and you'll end up with like that. And then you have got a gap here at the back that's supposed to be like that, and it goes like so. And then it's just a matter of decorating. Now, another little hint for it, so you can get it to lay flat. Overnight, I put a block on it to try and keep it down. But if you're doing a fold, go back and refold on the opposite direction. That way, you've broken down the fibres quite well, and it will sit a lot better for you. So just go the opposite way and then pull it back to where it should be, like so, and that one there. That way it will eventually, and I still put a block on it overnight, but you'll find it will sit more flat later once you've put your block on it. Now we'll decorate. Thank you, Joyce. It's a fairly simple one today. So most of my ones on a Saturday morning are fairly simple. It's mainly for beginners, but you can adapt and make it your own anyway. It's just to try and get people started. I know there's a lot of people in the group that are a bit afraid to share their projects because they don't think they're good enough, and I think they are. It's just a matter of getting started, and all you need is a quick and easy card to start you off. So these are going, that's my back one. These are going here. And then we've got this patterned paper. That's the back of that same paper that I've used in the centre, but you can use any paper you like. And that's those there. I'm just laying it out where all the pieces are going to go. I usually do that first to make sure it looks okay as well, and that you've got them all cut correctly. I don't stick anything down until everything's cut and put in place where it's going to go, and we'll leave that one for the back. So we shall get out some liquid glue and our silicone mat, which stops your glue getting all over your workspace. And we shall put these onto here first. It's a shame to cover up that patterned paper, but I wanted two different designs. So now I'll remind you again at the end, and I will put up a notice through the week. There'll be no live next Saturday, except for my retreat. Annette and I are hosting a retreat here at my home. We've got 13 ladies coming and 3 ladies that want the projects but could not make it for the weekend. So we've prepped 16 lots of 10 cards for the retreat, and it's on next Saturday and Sunday. We do it over 2 days. The ladies go home at night and have a rest because most of them live fairly local. There's a couple that are a bit further away, but they still travel over here. And then, get these all back in order. We've got prizes, we've got lucky door, we've got table gifts, we've got so much stuff. It's all on my back bed, in the back bedroom, ready to go. And it's going to be such a fun weekend. We've been planning this for months, and it's less than a week away now. So there won't be a live, but I will try and do some live videos of the retreat while we're crafting away and having fun, and I'll pop in and say hi to everyone. I don't know what time the lives will be, but you can always go back and watch them later, just to show you what we're doing, and I can show you the projects that the ladies are doing. I might do a run around before anyone gets here, maybe on the Friday evening. I'll do a run around and show you the setup, how we've set it all up. It's a big process, but it's lots of fun. So just a reminder, no Craft Along Live with me on next Saturday. But I'll be back the following Saturday, and you will hear from me next weekend. I'm new to this group and was wondering where I can get the instructions for this card. Joyce, I showed the measurements at the beginning, but all the PDFs for all of my cards that I do either on my lives or my YouTube channel, which is Creative Gems, they're in the Files tab, which is up the top of the group. If you open up the group, you'll see a list of tabs along the top. One is Files, there's Featured, there's Photos, Albums. I don't think there's a few things in Albums, but if you want some ideas, go into the Photos tab. All the PDFs are in the Files tab. All the live videos, the replay, if you wish to watch replays of my other live videos, they're in the Featured tab. And also in the Featured tab is any important notices that I want to stay and not get lost in all the other feeds that come up. So I pin them to the Featured tab. So there's a few in there that will explain where things are. There's another one that explains about not sharing links, because we've had a couple of people trying to scam. Actually, I did remove a lady this morning, because one of the rules is it's not a buy and sell group. And I don't think anyone saw the post, but it came up. She was trying to sell some stuff in my group. So I did message her and remind her it's not a buy and sell group, and that's one of the rules that she would have agreed to when she signed up. She's only been a member for 6 days, which I had a look at that. And so I did take her out of the group. I haven't banned her completely, but if she wants to come back in, I've got her name, so I'll just keep an eye on her next time. But that's one of the rules. It's not here to sell stuff. It's here to create cards, share your creations. That's okay, Joyce. I hope you understood all that. But if you go into that Featured tab, there are a couple of posts in there that explain. I'm just talking while I'm doing this because it's just automatic for me. But all of those mats just went on the front of that card. Now I'm doing this back one. So this video, the replay, it never drops off. I post it so it never deletes, so you can always go back. There's a lot of videos in the Featured tab if you want to go back and have a look at all the others. And then the PDFs, and they're always got a name. Like this one is Center Panel Pop-Out Card. The PDF will have the same name as the video. The video name will be at the top, and the PDF will have the same name. So if you're doing a search and you know the name of the card, there's lots of cards in there, but I always call them by the same name, and they've got a title at the top, so you can always look back and find the video. You could decorate the back of this card. Better make sure I got this the right way. Yes. You could decorate these back panels here as well, but you probably wouldn't see the back too often. And it does stand up nicely, like so. So, yes, this is my favourite. Out of all the Christmas ones, I've used lots of this, and we've used this for a couple of our projects for the retreat. And I ran out of, there's a pattern in there that I've got none left. So I'm going to get another pack, even though I haven't used all the other papers. It's really, really pretty. I'll get you a look at it. It's right here, if I can find. I'll have to find which packet again. Here it is here. So, I should have got it out to start with. There is another vellum pack that goes in this suite as well. But this paper here, which I didn't have enough in the correct direction to use on this card. Where will I just find the open bit down the bottom here? It's called Seasons of Green and Gold, and that's my favourite pattern out of it, but you only get 2 sheets of it. How pretty is that? It's got gold leaves up through it. I probably could have used it on this one because I've got a couple of bits. I don't think I had another piece because it is directional, so you need to make sure you've got the direction in the right place. The other vellum piece, vellum pack, it comes in this same suite. There's a whole suite. There's a stamp set and dies, ribbon embellishments. This one's called Graceful Greenery Vellum. I've only used a little bit of it so far, but it's all vellum sheets, and I shall show you this. It's really, really pretty. It's a vellum, so you can sort of see through it. I've cut out the dies, cut out the leaves on this, so they look really pretty. They're sort of translucent. That's that one. Then there's those. There is a right and wrong side. The right side, the correct side, is the darker side. We've got this one here, which it's probably meant to look like snow. Really pretty. And there's 2 of each sheet. That's the second one of that other one I showed you before. So that's in that pack as well. And all those, both lots of leaves do die cut out with the dies. Thank you, Corinne. I just lost the top of my glue, but that can stay there. Yes, if you want my YouTube channel, it's called Creative Gems. You will find in one of the posts in the featured tab, I think there's a link in there to my YouTube channel. All my YouTube videos, which there's a couple of hundred in there, all those have a PDF in the files tab as well. So feel free to use whatever you like. So this one here, I'm going to pop this one on here. A little hint with circle dies as well, especially for beginners. If you're doing a greeting, if it's not circle, if it's like this, then you've got to, I always stamp first and then die cut. So you can get, in case you've stamped this crooked a little bit, you can put your die around and cut it so it makes your greeting straight. If you do a circle die, pretend this is a straight circle, it doesn't matter where you stamp it. You could stamp it, die cut it first, then stamp, because it doesn't matter where your greeting is. You can just turn it to make it straight on your card because it's a circle. There's no right or wrong with a circle, whereas the straight ones, the rectangles and squares, you have to make sure they're straight. Just another little hint. Hello, Amanda. Nice to have you on. Joyce, if you ever get stuck, everyone in this group is fantastic and super supportive. We'll be happy to guide you whenever you need a hand. Thank you very much, Amanda. I know Amanda's very helpful with lots of newbies and helping. I should have made her admin for my group. But I like to keep an eye on everything myself in my group and know what's going on. So now I'm going to pop these behind this. These are die cuts out of the paper. And I think I'm going to put them this way so that they're going up and down. And then I'm going to layer the whole thing up with dimensionals. So we shall put some glue at the back of this. Yes, glue will be fine. Like that. And then pop these under. I could have used glue dots. I could have used tape. You can use anything you like. So I'm just going to make a little arrangement like that at the back. Get glue everywhere. I'll use my wipe. I was serious, Amanda. I'm okay for now. I can handle what's there. I usually knock off my craft. I craft nearly all day, every day. And I keep an eye on the group. So if you've got questions, I eventually get around to asking them and answering them. After 5, I sit down, I watch TV, and I browse through my group and make sure. Sometimes people have posted a link, which they're not supposed to, and I just delete that. I do send a reminder to anyone because some of them aren't aware that we're not sharing links anymore. We started out okay, but then we had a couple, actually, that were scams. So we stopped sharing links. If you want to, I'm sure there's other groups around the place that has links for you, and there's plenty. If ever you're short of ideas, just go to YouTube and have a look there. There's lots of ideas on YouTube, not just my YouTube channel, any YouTube channel. Always lots of groups. Some of them are a little bit more informative with their measurements and stuff. Some of them, all my videos, I think the longest one I've ever done is about 45, 48 minutes. Most of them are around half an hour because I don't like sitting there burbling on like I am now, just trying to sell stuff, and I prefer to just get on with the project. I do my little introduction at the beginning, which takes about 5 minutes to introduce myself and everything, and then I get into the card, and the PDF is quite detailed, so you can follow it step by step. I keep looking for my lid and I know it's on the floor. I've got these embellishments, which are the ombre decorative, matte decorative dots. These are in the old olive, which is the same as my card here. So yes, I just sit at night and browse through, and I often find things that shouldn't be there, or I comment on someone's post because there's some really lovely cards coming through. Hello, Pamela. Thanks, Amanda. If one day I get to 30,000 members, I might take you up on that. At the moment, I'm fine. I know a couple of times I've done it where people haven't done, and I can check if anyone's posted or commented on anything, and they've been in the group for probably 10, 11 months and done nothing. And I know some people just like to look, but my group is all about sharing. So if you're new, or if you've been with my group for a long, long time and you haven't shared anything, just be aware that you may get dropped off. I don't sort of pick on anyone in particular, but I just feel the group is there to share. And I'm sure even if you just comment, a comment's nice on someone's post, or comment yourself, I need help or something, I don't mind, but just don't. I know, and my daughter keeps telling me, Mum, people just like to look, but my group is all about sharing. So hello, Pamela, thank you. So if you've got any questions, feel free. You can private message me if you don't want to put it in the group. I'm happy with that. Actually, I had a private message from a lady the other day, and her message before that was in 2017. I'd sold her, I used to do Creative Memories, and I sold her an album of Creative Memories. I don't think Creative Memories is even around now. And she got the album. I had posted it to her, and then I don't know whether there's much conversation after that. And then yesterday I got a private message from her asking, she asked me for my phone number. And I just replied back and said, why do you need my phone number when you can private message me any question? So she didn't answer that. She looked at it, but she didn't answer it. So, but feel free to private message me. I'm happy to chat on the, as you know, Amanda and I chat a bit. There's a few people that I chat to quite often. Thanks, Pamela. There's two Pamelas, Pamela Kim and Pamela Donahue. And Trish, thank you. I shall let you go because I'm going to a card class with Annette. I'm not sure if she's still on. She might have gone by now. I know she was busy this morning. But just remember, I won't be on next with a card next Saturday, but I will be doing a quick live run around of my retreat, which I'm totally looking forward to. The vintage paper, this one here, yes, that's pretty. There's lots of nice patterns in that one. Thanks, Anne. Thanks, Sophie. Nice and simple today. I have got one planned for the week after next, and it's a little bit more complicated, but I'm sure you'll love it. So have a lovely week, everybody, or a lovely weekend to start with. And I shall catch you in 2 weeks' time. But I will chat next Saturday. Bye for now.